Imagine someone throwing a punch at you. Now imagine instantly, perfectly replicating their exact defensive technique without a single day of prior training. This is the ultimate physical superpower. In the webtoon Lookism, the character Daniel Park lives this out through his perfect body. Daniel possesses an ability known as technique mimicry. He can observe a highly complex master-level discipline like Kyokushin karate or Russian systema and immediately execute the forms flawlessly. No drills, no practice. It is an intoxicating idea. Across the internet, fans obsess over this kind of rapid progression, creating elaborate power scaling tiers to debate exactly how high his ceiling for growth can reach against other elite fighters. We know it's fiction, yet we still try to emulate it. When we decide to learn a new physical skill, whether it is a golf swing or a guitar riff, we immediately go to YouTube and pull up a video of a flawless, seasoned expert to show us how it is done. We watch them execute the movement with total grace. We stand up to try it ourselves, and we immediately stumble. Our limbs feel heavy, our timing is off, and the movement feels entirely wrong. Our brains struggle to accept the pristine visual data we just consumed. We try to instantly download their expertise, but the neural pathway required to physically execute that specific movement remains locked. The very trait we assume makes someone a great teacher, their absolute polished perfection, is the exact barrier that keeps our brains from translating what we see into what our bodies can actually do. To understand the mechanics of this block, we have to look at a 2015 study from the Journal of Physical Therapy Science. The researchers wanted to test how humans learn novel motor skills through observation alone. They established a highly specific physical baseline. They asked young adults to take 2 metal bowding balls in one hand and rotate them in circles as fast and smoothly as possible. This chart shows the experiment. Group 1 watched an expert drop 0 balls. Group 2 watched a clumsy novice drop several. Group 3 watched nothing. The data revealed an anomaly. The novice watching group achieved significantly faster rotation speeds than the expert watching group. Watching a model who constantly made mistakes did not cause Group 2 to adopt those mistakes. They did not drop the balls any more frequently than the other participants. They simply gained a significant physical advantage in execution speed. In the real world, observing a flawless performance yields inferior physical results. Watching someone stumble and act clumsily actively accelerates our own physical skill acquisition. The reason for this result lies in a specific neurological network called the mirror neuron system. This network lets us mentally simulate an action by watching someone else. When you observe a person grabbing a cup, your brain maps the required muscle contractions. But observing a flawless expert creates a biological mismatch. The skill gap is too wide to process. A master's movements are too efficient. A novice lacks coordination to map these refined micro-movements, causing mirror neuron activity to plummet. But when watching an unskilled peer, their closely matched skill levels cause the observer's mirror neuron system to light up with intense engagement. By watching someone clumsy, your brain initiates a subconscious debugging process. It easily identifies their obvious physical errors, like a misaligned wrist or poor posture, and formulates the necessary motor corrections in your own mind before you ever move a muscle. The human brain does not learn by passively downloading a master file of perfect technique. It learns by actively identifying and debugging a flawed one. In fiction, Daniel Park's perfect body bypasses this entire biological process. In reality, because our bodies are uncoordinated when we start something new, our brains often find it easier to learn from flawed data than from polished expertise. Seeking out the most polished, perfect tutorial from a master with 10 years of experience is an evolutionary trap. A beginner's brain cannot parse 10 years of refined efficiency into actionable steps. If you want to acquire a new physical skill quickly, you may find more success looking for the person who is only 2 weeks ahead of you on the learning curve. You need to watch them struggle, observe their lack of coordination, and pinpoint their specific failures, because that is the exact stimulus that primes your own motor pathways to succeed. Absolute perfection is entertaining to read about in a comic book, but observing imperfection is a practical necessity for making real-world progress.